which they call mutant bacteria, morph into a tiny starry night. December 14, 2021, this report came out. And we're just going to give you a highlight of it. It's called predatory bacteria that literally swirl into flash mobs. Literally. So they program the bacteria, obviously, using genetic circuits and all this weird stuff out of sci-fi, like some hideous, bald-headed Dr. Professor Xavier looking. But actually, Professor Xavier was cooler than what they actually made him out to be. But anyway, the transformation is unexpected result of experiments on a genetic circuit. The creatures used to discern friend from foe. So literally, you got some weaponized mutant bacteria that can discern friend from foe. So who's told them who's friend or foe? That's what I want to know. Researchers have studied my MYXOCOCCUS Xanthus for decades as a model system for social cooperation. Wow, and bacterial gene regulation. They just literally just saying whatever they want now, just telling you. While studying M. xanthus mutants that overpress two proteins, the cells used to recognize close relatives, researchers discovered previously unreported behavior, self-organization into circles in millimeter or more in diameter. So they've been beta testing with these for a while, and they can use these as weaponized bacteria. And they say they act as flash mobs and they're predatory. And says that when you overexpress the protein, you can see the circular aggregate emerge after 4 hours. By 12, they take up the whole petri dish. Says study co-author Oleg, a professor of bioengineering at Rice University and senior scientist. So basically, these bacterial predators are going to be used, and it says bacteria, it says lacking internal organs to digest their prey, they band together familial packs to engulf and devour victims, which can include M. xanthus, and they aren't members of the family. So again, this is really some crazy stuff, some mutant morphine bacteria, which obviously weaponized bacteria. Usually, you see how it's glowing green, usually fluorescent lights, like I told you, is what they use. Now, as we move forward, this is the part where it tells you what exactly they expect to program the robots, the DNA robots, with. And it gives us insight on what you should be watching out for as well. So it goes in to say how to program DNA robots to poke and prod cell membranes. And scientists have worked out how to best get DNA to communicate with membranes in our body, paving the way for certain creation of many biological computers and droplets have potential uses in biosensing and mRNA. It's right there. And they said that this is phys.org, so you know where it's all going. In potentiality, they say, not actually, but in potentiality.